Yes.
So, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey everyone, welcome back to Jaraci Cup 10. These are the semifinals A between Descara and AGameAnx. And I have Descara joining me as my co-casters, so say hello to the people and don't mess it up this time.
What is that supposed to mean? Am
You,
I supposed to
you
say
messed it up
hello,
again!
people?
Yeah, you're supposed to say hello to the people, alright? Come on.
Okay, fair
Nobody
enough.
gets this right, man.
Oh, actually, I think I have something spicy this game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see it.
This
It's SD
is...
first for now.
What now?
But only 5 salvagers.
Yeah, it's a really weird build. I'm not convinced it's any good yet.
Which is
but
why
I
you're
get
pulling it out in
the...
the semifinals, you know?
What now?
That's why you're pulling it out in the semifinals, right?
But I wanted to kind of throw a game off. It's SC first and then straight into production and LAV fab.
Okay.
Wait. Oh yeah, I'm watching AGame's resources. That's why I was confused. So it's supposed to kind of look like an LAV pressure from the opponent's perspective if they don't BR scout, which usually AGame doesn't.
Yeah, almost never.
But the timing will be a little off. But we'll see what it does. I can't really remember how it goes. But yeah, you only get 5 because otherwise you can't really do anything with the double production and extra. You can't get your second base up and running.
This is cool. I like this. Just kind of like make him struggle to read exactly what the build is, because when he sees LAVs for like the rest of the series now, right? You can't just say, yeah, it's LAV production upgrade, right? It might be this. So.
Yeah, I think they start producing around 15 seconds later than with a normal LAV first, so it's quite a bit later. But it's still, you know, kind of confusing because you see 2 LAVs popping at a time still.
Moose asks where his obligatory replay shoutout is, so I guess I better give it to him. Thanks for assembling the replays, Moose. There you go.
Yes. Very
no,
nice
for real
though,
he's done a very nice job for us here.
Yes.
And actually, I should say I'm pretty excited because like I'm not the only tournament organizer anymore, right? So I don't know who wins this. I guess you do, but I'm just hoping you won't spoil it.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
Yeah, I've really
okay,
not got any idea who wins this series, so it'll be pretty interesting to see.
Okay, so AGameAnx goes for second PC before tech, which is, I think, is the correct call here.
Yeah, I think that's become pretty standard these days, because he doesn't want to go into a tech unless he needs it, right? And the second PC lets him fight the LAVs anyway, so...
Yeah, so I'm not really happy with... I mean, they use LAVs for now, they get map control-ish, because they will have... or they have a boost, so they can run away from fights and kite and all that jazz, even though they have lower numbers. So I mean, they do force out a fair bit of skims, but they don't really cause any disruption. So I'm not super sure how worth it is.
Well, you do have the LDM started first here, but it's true AGame's got his PC up, so... Do we have a Sporkers on the way? Yeah, I think that's what that is. Coming out of your carrier now, so... Indeed.
Yeah, it should be.
So you should be first to 3 base, but not by too much.
Yeah, and I didn't rally. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Well, not catastrophic, you know, it's just gonna be a little bit of time there.
Yeah.
Every bit of time counts, of course, so this is definitely the top level, but... AGame did get raiding, though, and I really like this idea with the skims, because like you said, you have this boost, right? So you can poke in and get away from his skims, but once he gets raiding, he can... Sort of like, he can force you to use the boost earlier, because he's faster, and then he actually manages to get field control back. And he has the
it's actually pretty big, because now he forces me to pull off my my third base here, so I'm not gonna be mining.
And he's on 3 right now, he just got that set up. So, well, I mean, he will
now I do the same thing that Phoenix did and pull way too far.
Or you mean a sick IGN, but yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, stick IGN.
Well, I don't know, it doesn't look too far to me. It's kind of the right place to be, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm not super happy about my position now that I see he's on free base.
Yeah, because you scout this with the LAV, which is really nice scouting, but unfortunately he's only got bad news to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's actually gonna take me quite a while due to the map presence he got with all those skimmers to catch up to him. So
So is
this
that
is
the
already
reason
pretty bad.
why? Is that the reason why AVs come out, or is it? Is it just because that's the tech you wanted to go for to get to like PCs later potentially?
I think I was hoping that he would go AS, honestly, and then I was thinking I could get something done um, with LAV plus AS because the LAVs add in some nice damage
Yeah.
into those fights. But he actually goes straight into rails, so I think Air would have done a lot better here.
Yeah, but
Um,
he's actually already teching anti-air. I mean, it seems like he's very on top of this. He's one step ahead, man. This is gonna be an interesting
yeah,
kind
I mean,
of
he
large
wouldn't be
frontline fight.
on time really for a better air timing, but now it's kind of too late. Uh,
That's a lot of smoke there, actually.
yeah, kind of over smoking.
But I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. As long as these guys stay alive, it'll be okay. It's tough to fight this base though. Like when he's got these assault railguns here, I feel like he just leaves them on top of like where that PC is. He'll be covered pretty much because he's got this high ground here.
Yeah, it's really hard to get anything done here. And you
Soldiers are
think
taking a
now
bit of damage, but... And that's the last smoke as well, and the LAVs aren't here. So these AVs might actually get hunted down now.
might. I mean, they still have that June to herp around, like ring around the roses kind of thing. Yeah,
Very
they.
gunship tech starting actually. That's interesting.
What now?
You got air on the way.
Yeah, I think it was a reaction to the rails. Oh, now these are going down. It's looking horrible.
He's
My
got
eyes.
a lot of assault rails. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, this is a lot already. 5 plus 3. Yeah, 9.
9!
And I bleed out 4 ABs for literally no damage.
Yeah, this is looking quite rough now. This is really good macro play by A-Game. It just seems like he's ready for everything, like every tech switch. He's already got the anti-air, right? And here comes that third PC, so he's gonna unlock the carrier.
And I think he sees the air now, which is... Or maybe he won't, actually. Yeah, this is quite lucky for me.
Oh
But,
yeah, he's... Well, he sees the carrier, but it's not done yet, I see.
yeah.
Okay, well perhaps he won't have any anti-air when you show up then.
But it's like, what, 11 AR on the field now? That's kind of bananas. So many. They do only have armor 1, but
actually, that is kind of a big deal because armor 1 doesn't give them any like HP, right?
yeah, that's true. That is true.
So I mean, obviously, I think that actually the packets on the strike fighters has increased to 2, so the armor is more effective than it used to be. But still, it's gonna be nice that he doesn't have any other armor upgrades here. Let's see what this air can get done, because it's really got a lot to do.
Yeah, there's so many AR here now.
And he's bringing
Like,
that
even
carrier in
without
too.
any... Oh, and kind of split fire there. Not good.
That wasn't a sarcastic cough, I just had to clear my throat. I mean, the skims are here too, there's no smokes left. They could maybe just kill this SC.
Yeah, I think they will.
Strike fighters are getting free damage on the arrow, which is nice. They've kind of already done their job, so...
Yeah.
They're expendable assets, man. Ooh, yeah, the SC is
looking
definitely
really grim. I mean, there's some good AoE damage, but it's not enough. And I'm still behind in units lost due to those early 4 AVs that I lost completely for free.
Oh no,
now
the
he's
split
getting
fire is a little
kill.
bit... Oh, okay, never mind. You are gonna finish these kills off. There were a couple that were like really, really low, but...
Yeah. Oh, dark maneuver. Spicy. Oh no, firing on the wrong one.
Well, amazingly, it actually killed him. He's actually not building any missile ships, by the way. He's already got that tech, but he's just going for base runners to defend. I noticed he's got some guys on the flank, though, which is very nice.
He has one coming over the field, but they do take a lot of long time to get across.
Yeah, I did notice that guy. I guess that's probably why he hasn't built more, right? Because you just start thinking like, yeah, it's gonna take so long to get over here. Might as well build some base runners off the carrier that can just be in the front line.
Yeah, but now I'm down to 2 base with no RU saliders on my natural.
Oh dear. And it's just, well, not to mention, you've got a lot of strike fighters. What the heck?
Yeah,
but, like, it's really
I'm thinking
hard.
My only option here is to go ham and hope I get lucky. And
well, yeah, you can kill this PC.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for the PC, but it's kind of rough with so many units bunching up, and I'm kind of scared that he'll have AA ready.
Yeah, this is gonna go down though.
Yeah, it's something, but you know,
I do really like how he brings that second PC over to try and get more anti-air, but just not quite enough. Still though, like, what's really rough on this map is like, because A-Game has like high ground from your third onto your second, it's really tough to like get him out of there. And you can see actually you have made him.
I finish it off. Maybe. Not enough missiles in the tank.
Oh dear, that's quite unfortunate. Oh, and that last shot's gonna kill the strike fighter too.
Yeah, bad times.
But you have like, at least you've gotten him to pull away from that area, so there's like a moment that maybe you could take the hill back, but he'll just go right back, so it doesn't, I mean, there's still no army comp that could really fight this. I see Tech Bomber Fab coming out, but
I'm thinking the only way I'm gonna win is by going completely ham and keep killing his AA faster than he can get AA to the field.
Desperado.
Yeah, it's a long shot.
Well, it might be the right choice. There's just not really many good things to do here, so it's worth a try.
I came in chat saying he made the call that I'll stop building air, but I keep making it, and it was what I was hoping for. Like, surely he's not dumb enough to keep building air. I'm just
maybe he is. Let's gonna get this position
that's
too.
My plan here. So I get that one MS. I think we can get some more damage on the rails. Kind of bad focus fire.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really not such a bad call, you know, to just say like, I mean, I'm losing this game. If I play standard, I probably just lose, right? So, oh, the focus fire not quite there.
There's even the BR actually has pretty good AA now. Is the thing. So it's
you can't
really
dive
painful.
too far. There's one guy in this blob with he's probably gonna die. Actually, no, look at that. You get that missile ship really clean there. I don't think you lost anyone.
Yeah, it's actually really tough when there's this many strike fighters having low missile batteries like that, or missile ships, I should say.
Yeah.
It's really risky. They can just go down. So I'm pretty much committed, as you see, to fight this game up.
As you can see. Yeah. Well, I wonder if you should go for interceptors then, or maybe it's just too slow, but...
It would take so much time to tech, like 2 minutes. I guess maybe. But I think I like the call of just going ham on the missile ships.
I do like how he's realized that he doesn't need any heavy rails here, really. He's got one, but he's just like, I mean... Assault rails are going to be fine against AVs, they'll do really well against LAVs, so it makes this position almost impossible to, like, confront. He's jumping on the LAVs now, so this is going to be bad. Let's see what happens on the other
I lose quite a bit of them over there.
Double bomber, it's pretty juicy. And it takes for the interceptors, too, or the strike fighters, it is. Wait, did a base runner not grab the artifact? Oh! It didn't.
Yeah, that's pretty lucky for me.
Oh yeah, because that would actually be like the game-winning artifact right here. It's still not great, you know, but
We do get another missile ship, so that's something.
Yeah, losing the LEV blob is going to be real problems.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
and
I'm
the
out of
logistics
position
modules are
here
going
with
to
my AVs.
Okay, well, there's Artifact 4.
Yeah. Oh, that missed completely the bomb.
Yeah, I
On the
caught that
bomber.
just after it happened. I mean, I think really the bomber needs to be going after the base runners here anyway, right? Because like that's the real threat to end the game.
Yeah, I mean, if he had remembered that one artifact, he would.
Would have
I
already
would
won,
have
right?
to go for it, but now I had the time, and I did save my main base, so I think in that context is fine. Now I
Yeah.
start wailing on the BRs.
You're gonna slap them, right?
Yes, exactly.
Bomber's still tanking very nicely for the strike fighters here. I actually noticed like he
taking
circled
quite a bit of
before.
damage.
It's good though, right? Because like obviously that strike fighter, like the strike fighters will die, but the bomber will just take some damage to its hull. So cash money plays, of course.
Jaraci.
Yeah. Was this played on Jaramillo or Jaraci? I need to know because there's some subtle differences, you know. And I agree, I mean, this is pretty crazy actually. Like this game isn't over yet. Like I said, you know, this is probably the right call to just go ham with the air here and see what you can do. One bomber is gonna go down, unfortunately, but he does stop the extraction in-game like condition for now.
Yeah.
And he's got his LVs in position. You can stop
These
this base.
strike fighters stick around for way too long, though.
Yeah, they're just starting to get picked off one at a time here. But you've pushed them off
And
3 base. I mean, this is kind of chaos like everywhere. This is a sick game here.
It's absolute chaos.
Oh, and the base runner's gonna go down too. Look at this. Okay. AGame's carrier is kind of like vulnerable in a way because you have the bombers here, right?
Yeah, I mean he does have a lot of power, as someone pointed out in chat.
Yeah,
so that's the thing.
He's got power 3 here, plus the 4 artifacts are going to be really impactful. Oh, and the missile ships are still here too, so...
Oh, I think that bomber didn't fire its bomb.
Yeah, I don't think it did either. Yeah,
now I
that's
added
the
on
GG.
just to have tanky units in there, but yeah, GG.
That was cool though. I mean, like, because this game should really just be over when, you know, he's on 3 base, you're on 2, he's got all this artifact pressure, but like...
Yeah.
That was really pretty cool, like the way that you held on there.
Yeah, it was brutal. I think because this was the first time I played that build versus a real opponent, so I wasn't happy with how it worked out. But I think with some tweaks here and there, it might have some potential. But that game was definitely not. It's not a good time for it.
Straight up not having a good time, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm loading into game 2 now.
Right? Let's go ahead and jump into game 2.
Yes. Alright, I'm at 29:55.
Oh, you're so much fast.
Yes.
Oh, I'll be there soon enough. I guess we can read the info.txt as we got a little bit of a moment here. It's Titan Passage. Well, so A-Game banned Kartova, which is actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think maybe due to LADs more than anything. They're quite strong on that map.
But similarly, you banned Shallows just because it's very good for Galzian, right?
Yeah, it's good for HDC late game. It's just painful to fight on that map, and just railguns, HR are so good on that map. I don't really like playing a long game on that.
Well, the picks, just for everyone back at home who can't see him, is then Descara picks the Boneyard, which we just saw. A-Game picks Titan Passage, then Canyon. Descara picks Firebase, and A-Game picks Torrent Crater. You know what I feel like is missing is Kalash Teeth. I feel like that's going to be a good map for A-Game, but he doesn't seem to want to play it. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? He's Galzian your Coalition. That's a good map for you.
Yes. Yeah, I think that would be good for most of my builds, honestly. But yeah, his idea with this map, as he says in chat, is he wanted to have it for the long rush distance, reinforcement distance, and just kind of pounce on the first couple of LAVs because he's expecting me to go LAVs on this map. So that was his thought.
Well, let's see how it works out, eh? I'm at
Yes.
29:55, so I'll give you the countdown.
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So yeah, now it's back to basics on my end. It's back to double production LAVs. So just retiring that base runner, getting that upgrade going.
And this will be that typical way to play where like you have the long distance miners and CUs before you fill out your RU line, of course.
Yeah. And production before LAV tech, so they line up rather nicely because production is 50 seconds and LAV is 35. A-game is going rep modes first, quite standard, with BR retire, obviously.
The scanner, I feel like, could maybe be placed a little bit more like further back, actually, toward the wall. Just because, like, I mean, this is a very unique map in that there's a whole lot of space back there, you know? But
yeah, that's true. It's not hugely consequential, but
no, not really. It's like that start of game like targeting jammer for Soban, you know, like, well, you put it down somewhere, but it doesn't matter really too much.
All right, and here we go. First few LEDs popping out.
Just had that skim fat done, so he's gonna.
Yeah, you should be pumping skims now. The salvager or the PC builds one salvager around when 20 seconds is left on skim tech, and then it can just produce continuous salvager, a lot of skimmers.
Indeed. And like you guys were saying, I guess the idea is that because he has such a long reinforcement distance here, he can actually not have the numbers really, but still be able to fight because the LAVs just they can't, you know, reinforce each other.
Yeah, that's the general idea. I think it's maybe not as big as you think it is in a way. It doesn't take. I feel like this is kind of Boneyard level, like maybe a little bit longer than it takes on Boneyard to get across. So there's still, you know, quite a bit of LAVs versus these now 4, now 5 skims. And let's see.
It's very difficult to get a good angle with the camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you have this nice high ground here from the third base. And Assault Pack should be finishing in maybe 15 seconds, something like that.
Well, he needs with the skims. Yeah, well, I agree with that too. I mean, this is just the classic problem of tight end passage, right? It's like whoever's the aggressor, right? There's some hill that you can abuse always, and once you kind of get entrenched in there, it's quite difficult to push you out. Oh, and this salvager's gonna go down actually, right? Oh, okay. I thought it lived on 1 HP, but it does go down. So
pretty close there. But yeah, I think I immediately boost since his carrier's here, and I want to rotate as quickly as possible, pretty much. I think I take a slightly too large angle, but it's more or less fine. And it's still 8 on 7 because I got 2 skims for free due to the map, kind of.
Due to the map. Really good. I mean, that's well said, you know, but it's obviously a good play. So. Yeah, I mean, you never want to get clipped by that carrier if you can get away with it, so I feel like better go a bit too wide than too shallow.
Yeah.
Here's where that pro scanner comes into play.
Yes.
You know, actually, do you see, like, there's this little pit where there's a bit of, like, black stuff on the ground? I wonder if, like, you could put the scanner down there, like, right at the edge of the map. And it would be a little bit hard to kill, because you'd have to, like, go out of your way to take it out.
Maybe.
Again, not really terribly impactful, you know, but I like thinking about these things.
And I think, is my SC already on the way? I'm not sure.
Looks like it is, yeah. Production tab bugged as always, but it looks to be, and a support cruiser being built out here.
Yeah, so we'll have quite equal. I got some damage, I killed that Salvager, killed 2 skims, so I'm quite alright with how it's worked out so far. since I got some disruption, really that's all you're looking for.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like even if you don't get kills, you slow him down a little bit, but you did get a salvager kill here, so.
yes.
Houston is asking about the like the shallows, if we can update it. I'm cutting it a little close to the wire here, but I do plan on working on it before JC11. But we'll see. I mean, ideally, Descara and I can get some testing games in on it and see how it works.
Oh yeah. So
Bring back the old shallows. No, not gonna do that.
So one thing about this map is, I mean, LAV is definitely very good early game. I feel like there's a point of like critical mass of skimmers where I don't really like LAVs that much anymore. What are my LAVs doing?
I don't really know. These skims are kind of dangerous.
Yeah, but there's so much space, like perpendicular to the main base, where skims can kind of roam and create a lot of threat, which I think is really annoying. So I kind of struggle with that on this map as Coalition.
A couple of railguns getting produced too, but it's kind of like I don't you don't need those yet, so.
Yeah, I think I want to be super aggressive because I don't want this game to go. I don't want this game to go into HGCs.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I
just worry, I mean, there's a world where these skims just kind of jump on you and kill everything, right? But he doesn't have ratings, so.
Yeah, and I think as long as I'm relatively close to my carrier, it's a bit too risky because my reinforce will be really strong.
Somebody played Despacito, this one LAV over here on the corner. Does finally get chased down and killed. Very, very sad.
Yes. Yeah, I start getting uncomfortable with the skimmer numbers, so I actually add on these AVs because I don't want to have my LAVs always around railguns.
Yeah. And he actually was teching rating for a second, but he canceled it to get on fleet cap. But he's got the money for honor guards, but he's also got the money for rating, so I wonder what he goes for. It looks like he does rating here.
Oh, I pull off a bit early here.
Oh. Well, we've all done that before, I'm sure.
Oh well. But yeah, I want to pretty much get on this tune and be aggressive against this carrier ASAP.
Yeah, because again, it's tight end passage, right? I mean, if you can push him off that third base, he doesn't really get back onto it ever, so. Good map design, you know?
Oh, actually, it was just a misclick. I didn't have a support cruiser building. It was just a misclick.
Oh, yeah. Base run, though. I really like that.
Yeah, I want to start, since, you know, being aggressive on the third base gives map control for extract, I kind of want to start doing that, but I think it's maybe a bit over-ambitious.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it looks good to me. I guess we'll just have to see how this plays out, though. Bit of a dive coming out now onto the carrier, but I don't like this too much, because these skims... Oh my gosh, these AVs here are dead.
Well, it's mostly to get a vision. I want to start getting damage on the carrier.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. So you're not really looking to catch salvagers per se. The skins are jumping on the LAVs here.
Yes, this is really bad.
Maybe with like base runner inventory, you know, if there was like well, this turret wouldn't have done too much good.
I think it would have been good, but yeah, I lose quite a bit of railguns here, all my LAVs, so yeah, this is pretty brutal now.
Oh man, that's crazy. It just evaporates in an instant. So much like setup. I mean, I could see what your plan was, but all of a sudden everything's just dead. That's crazy.
Yeah, I needed more. Yeah, I went a bit too ham on the rail counts, pretty much. I needed more anti-strike craft.
Even like Magic Cell getting teched as well, even though there hadn't been like a railgun fight started, so.
I think I'm fine with that, because like the damage is just too. You just need it, I think. Otherwise, collision railguns are just utter trash.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. But it just seems like too much investment into the railguns here before they were really needed. And now that you do kind of need them, there's only
the railguns themselves, because the teching It's mostly our use. But yeah, that definitely slowed all momentum I had.
We've got everyone's favorite tech coming out now, as well as AGame's tech into range calibration here, so... That's just, I mean, it's just horrible on this map, you know? Range calibration gives you just so much, well, range. so much ability to, like, attack people, like, from far away, because you're never gonna move to get closer to get in range, because you move into the valley and then he has high ground on you, so...
Yeah, it's just a bad time.
Yeah, tech is done now. Oh, that base runner actually gonna get sniped there with a range calibration on the railguns here. At this point, like, he can probably like fight the railguns if they stay on that dune, like from all the way over here. So
yeah, I do pull back because it's what 5 against 4, which is not good enough with collision railguns. But I actually go for the double gunship because I'm really uncomfortable with the number of skimmers. Because like I have 0 mat presence on this huge area, perpendicular to my main.
Yeah, you know, I noticed A-Game teching assault chips, but I doubt he's gonna build assault chips. Yeah, there it is. There's the interceptor tech. I was wondering if that's what he was gonna go for. But you're right. He has a lot of sand skimmers here. So
it's like 28. Wait, even more actually.
30. Yeah, he's got 32, 33, I think.
Wow. That's a lot of skimmers.
Turret gonna go down here. Slight range discrepancy, so it does follow the railguns there.
Yeah, you could say that.
But I guess you're holding on to the double gunship until like some moment that you can sort of make like a power play on it or something. Or I mean, not like carrot your power, but you know what I mean. And I see the ball
I'm just kind of keeping it in my back pocket. Now I see the skims, so I think they launched. Well, they should be launching already. But
yeah,
I'm a bit slow on the draw here. Really slow on the draw, actually.
Because this definitely, I mean, you can't ignore this. He's going to go and destroy everything on the main base, so here comes the gunship. Skims just slaughter the base runner there, so down it goes. But I mean, if you can get enough, like, skimmer kills here, this is maybe okay.
It does get some disruption, and I lose my high ground position. That's just a bit of a pain.
Actually, yeah, I wonder if A-Game can move onto that hill now where, like, the artifacts spawn. I mean, he's obviously, like, what he's worried about is losing his third base, but... Oh, the bomber, though. Da-da. Da-da.
Yeah, I think this will be a decent shot. Oh, just about doesn't get the second one.
That sucks. That's really close.
The second one.
Oh, there's a second bomber. What the? Yeah, look at that.
So yeah, that's pretty weird. I'm pulling ahead on CUs, or A-Game is behind in CUs last time, still a bit ahead on RUs. Now I got the railgun numbers, even though I don't have a lot of railguns, like 7.
Well, and like calibration is not going to be too good if you have this many numbers, right?
Yeah, many numbers.
Because, like, I mean, high ground is not, you know, plus 600% damage, so he'll be okay here. But he's got the interceptors out now, so this is where I wonder... Oh, nice hit on the salvage, by the way. This is where I wonder if he's going to be able to just, like, punish the air transition here, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it can definitely get painful here.
Gunship's going to go for the skims again, but this is risky, right? Because the interceptors could have a field day over here if you're not careful.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I didn't know about the tech, but it's still risky because there's that potential tech. But I do get him pushed off the third base and kill the salvager, so that's pretty nice.
Well, what's that gunship doing? It's just like circling around getting killed. But yeah, you're right. You're up on that third base now. Can you hold this though? That's the question. These LAV skims are going to go for a dive now. And they're actually hitting the AVs, which is a little funny looking, but that's what he needs to do, is just get the AVs down.
Yeah, I think I have enough LAVs here now, though. But my rails should be running to my LAVs and AVs, not
yeah, instead of away from
them. Did that bomber get in a kill?
The LAVs are going to actually kill off an interceptor here. That's very nice. The bomber I saw dropped on the skims and got a little bit, but not much.
It's the nice thing about this like air versus air is that you have a really mobile soft AA as collision.
Yeah. And I did see you teched into missile battery fab too, so.
Yeah, I do want to add it. What
Uh-oh.
is this bomber doing?
He's on a special mission.
Yes, very special.
The interceptors are kind of letting him get away with this amazingly. Oh, and they're flying over the LEDs. Oh, one of them goes down for this.
Oh my god, and the bomber doesn't even go down. That's so lucky for me, Ashu.
Yeah, I agree, A-Game. That felt a little bit unlucky. It's interesting positioning with the railguns though here. I mean, wouldn't you go onto the third base and just take like the permanent high ground? What's the idea with this move out here?
I mean, the third base isn't even mining at this point.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So, I think here I'm just going for the kill move. I think, yeah, because I'm like 4,000 ahead in units lost or something. So I feel like, I mean, obviously I don't see that, but I have a decent feeling for being ahead. Or I feel like I'm ahead, so I feel like I can just fight.
Okay, now it does.
That was pretty annoying.
Yeah, like the number of times that A-Game has like adjusted the target weights for salvagers to be lower, and they still get targeted like that.
But I think that might have been to vision, actually. If I recall correctly, that's why I pushed in with my LAVs.
Oh, possibly. Although the LAVs did end up getting the kill in that case, but... Well, A-Game's had enough of this. He knows how this ends. He shoots the GG out. That's pretty good. I mean, I feel like he was really ahead this game, actually.
I mean, after the wipe on the rails and the LAVs, he had a really good position. It definitely wasn't as bad as the first game, I would say. Yeah.
He says never was ahead even after the big wipe. Really? I don't know. It feels to me like that was a really good position, but A-Game tends to beat me, so I'm gonna trust that he probably has better analysis.
I took a look at the units lost. I mean, it wasn't terrible even then for me. I mean, it wasn't good, obviously. Yeah, I'd say he had a good spot there, but nothing like the Boneyard game.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I have to get another beer. BRB.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm gonna load up the next game in the series then. What would Descara be without his beer, you know? That's the question. And the next one's gonna be Canyon Outpost. Again, A-Game's pick here. Yeah, I guess what Descara is saying about how he's always got this like mobile anti-air blob with the LAVs. It's not great anti-air, but it works, right? But I just don't know. I mean, it seems like missile ships really can be picked off too. So, I mean, we saw that in the last game from where Descara was behind, but he was actually able to. Like Descara was definitely really behind in that game, but he was still able to kill a lot of missile ships that way. I wonder if that would have happened here too. It was an interesting game anyway, that's for sure.
Alright, I am back.
Beer acquired, I trust.
Uh-huh.
Very, very
Alright.
nice.
You loaded in?
Yeah.
Alright.
You too, 2955?
Yeah, I'm all set.
3, 2, 1, go. The Canyon Outpost, friends.
Yes,
Nice map.
and I think I already regretted not banning this map, but I realized we were gonna play it.
Well,
yeah,
but you kind of have to ban shallows, right?
I don't know, honestly, I think I would prefer banning this map in retrospect. I have a pretty good idea of what A-Game is gonna go for, and I'm not feeling great about it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I really enjoy this map though. I've got to say, like, it's very interesting the way that carriers can't come across the bridge. It makes like the mid game very different, you know.
that is true.
Like very
Uh,
unique, I'd say. It's kind of like College Teeth in a sense that way, but different even because in College Teeth, you know, you get your carrier into the middle of the map and people can come out through, or they can't come out through mid anymore because the carrier's there. But
hmm,
in this map, there's always that threat of the back doors, so you can never leave that unprotected.
hmm. Yeah, that's true enough. I'm actually kind of late with my scouting here. I just want a macro in peace, I guess.
Well, who doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
See, this is how you keep probes alive. You notice how, like, once Descara sees the blip on the scanner, he's already pulling it back, right? That's how you keep probes alive. I see a lot of people complaining.
But yeah, I just verify here that it is indeed a rush, and it's not a fake out.
Yeah.
You know, I guess the skimmer timing should tell me, but like the salvagers going home to drop off definitely tells me.
And then see that assault chip tech, of course, that's got to be a tell also. I'm sure you noticed this.
Yeah, and I was not feeling good about it. But,
So I see base burner inventory coming out here, as well as AV Fab, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, oh no, this game. Wait, I'm remembering. Oh no. Yeah, I think after this game I decided to use rail tech probably to stop this. Also, why? Oh, I'm so slow.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Yeah, I took a gamble and thought I would be able to get away without building LAVs, which clearly I did not.
Oh no.
So this is already super bad.
Yeah, that's 3 salvagers. That's like a huge deal, actually. Oh no.
Yeah, bad times.
I mean, I can see why you didn't do rails on this map, though, because it is a little bit awkward around like that. Around that second base to use them, but they're so good at locking down the main. I feel like they're going to be powerful here.
I know I'm taking Rayleigh. The inventory again. I said after this game, I decided that I think Rails is the way to go.
Well, what you should have done, Descara, was gotten into your time machine and played the game again, but this time, you know.
Yeah.
That would have been the play here, but
it's really tough on this map. Like you have these 3 flanks.
Yeah. Well, he
really...
can hold this third out pretty much forever at this point.
Yeah.
And it's definitely true. The more terrain there is around the bases, the harder it is to hold the rush. I've discovered, I think.
I mean, I am going third, Phoenix. Just not third first. There's the BR.
Yeah,
But yeah.
You would have turreted him? I mean, like, on his like second base? I feel like that'd be a mistake.
I would have just died.
Is that turret getting set down? Although it might be actually unable to shoot over the dude, but I think it probably is good.
Oh yeah, but I think I clicked on the center of the BR. It's so freaking hard to get it right.
Yeah, it's tough to get those exactly right, but this one looks fine to me. I think it'll be able to shoot over.
This is also really slow, my pull-off. Or just the fact that I'm so out of position for this, honestly. But it's also because he has spread on the...
just 6 marbles getting hit here. Oh, it goes down. And it's just horrifying,
yeah,
I mean...
This is just a clusterfuck of proportions.
Indeed. Yeah, this doesn't look great. Not gonna lie, this Descara guy's kind of a noob, you know.
Yeah, no, I think I'll just veto this map. Maybe rails will work better, but it's still gonna be a huge pain in the ass. I guess at least you can plop them on the high ground where turret is and have range.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully with like the new shallows, if we can make that map a little bit better, it won't be just like Galzian has a big advantage, so you won't have to ban so much.
Yeah, actually, that's what Phoenix says is actually what I'm going for, trying to get across the map. Still tricky to chase AS, because there's a tendency to clump. So even 5-on-3 or 5-on-4, it's kind of hard. Now I'm super exposed.
Oh yeah, the AV in the back there probably could have done without dying. Well, I mean, I'm sure we'd all like to not die.
It's a generally bad time.
Playing this pretty well here, but it's interesting. He didn't have armor until just now. Okay, there we go. The Soul Chip finally does go down. The problem is that like when you move out like this, maybe there's a chance to like attack on the main. But I guess that turret is doing a good job holding that down. But, I mean, again, A-Game doesn't need to attack again though. I mean, he's already like he's on 2 base and you're on 1, so he's feeling fine about this. He can go up to 3 whenever he feels like there's no pressure. So.
And now with only 2 AVs, like the window is just gone.
Yeah.
There will be defenses in time.
So what do you do from here? I mean, it doesn't feel great anyway, but.
I mean, I think the only way you win this is if your opponent goes ham on AS and you manage to get a AC tech out in time. So that's a long shot.
But then of course, like there's air coming too potentially.
Yeah, and exactly. That's even gambling. There's not gonna be air.
Yeah, you just gotta say. I mean, like maybe I could win if he makes a mistake and just go for it, right? But doesn't look great.
Yeah.
A-Game's scary, man. Some games it just feels like he wins for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was super greedy not to build a LAV, so that is fair. I kind of decided to.
Look at this. Missile Ship Siege, is he doing it? That's my favorite army comp, you know?
Oh yeah, I didn't realize. I don't think there's any reason to be scared of air here.
No, definitely not. He's the one who has like the threat of air against you, right? So this actually seems like quite a mistake. You see what happens when you give Descara a little window, you know? Double turret, look at this. Phoenix here gonna be very happy about this.
I need to scout this move out pronto though. I think I maybe don't see it even. What a noob. No, I see it because my BR is on the way. But I don't have enough units to defend this.
So the carrier will come, but he's gonna be slow. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, this will take like... Yeah. Oh my god.
A-Game was confused about the state of the game, I suppose. He didn't watch the state of the game address.
Yeah. Oh, and there's some nasty line of sight blocker that I didn't realize.
Yeah, so the Assault Chips actually managed to get right up in range there, which is not exactly how the turret wants to engage there. AV's not even gonna waste the smoke on that. He's got a base runner, by the way, so he's gonna start the extract here. But this is quite good for A-Game.
Yeah, that's the understatement of the year. Oh, why do I go back in? That's so YOLO.
You only die once too, right? Just gotta wait for the carrier, but it's painfully slow. I mean, I get why you did it. You're like, man, I'm losing so much eco here, but there's just nothing to do about it, right? At least, okay, there is a counterattack, so... There's ideas here. Signs of life.
Oh, this... What now?
Signs of life here, right? It's counterattack.
Yeah.
Hitting the missile ship.
But they can't stay here, the AVs. Should be smoking. Oh, okay, there we go.
And he's got armor 3, by the way, so...
Yeah, they're pretty beefy.
Messages are getting deleted from chat here. This is pretty funny. But
Nice.
but I condone it. It's SC, not SPC, alright?
Yes. Yeah, you should have a word filter for SPC, really.
Yeah, definitely. Just like ban anytime someone says SPC, just take it out. You know?
Oh wait, did I place the turret in a bad spot again? I think I did.
No, it doesn't look like it. You've learned your lesson from last time.
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, if you put it down here, it'll be even worse. Yeah, Strike, that's a good question. It's nothing, actually, so don't worry about it.
What?
Support Kreuzer.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, yeah.
This is brutal.
Okay, but this turret is in a good position here, and this is actually doing some good work against these soldiers. Actually, yeah, look at this. A-Game's not going to be able to get this push in here. Oh, the smoke not quite on the turret there, but...
Yeah, I think I just wanted every piece of damage at that point.
The missile ship, definitely worth it. Paying for itself.
Yeah.
These skims are actually going to do some real damage, you know. Because you do have armor 2 now, but still.
Yeah, but I'm just still behind in every regard.
You kind of like, you have to fight off the assault ships here with the AAVs, so the skims are able to just get free damage in. And it really does add up. And then of course this other flank of the assault ships gets here too. There's just way too many of these to fight.
Yeah, I just GG out. Honestly, I probably could have GG out like 5 minutes in, but...
but what's the fun in that, you know? Might as well give it a try, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh well.
Well then that brings the scoreline to 2-1 then.
Yes. So I'm just loading up game 4 here. Replays.
A pity we couldn't have more. I mean, this could well have been the finals, you know, if seeding turned out slightly differently.
Oh yeah.
See, this is a tournament where A-Game should have actually thrown the group stage so that he could like get paired with you in the finals.
Yes.
But then he'd have to be gambling that you were actually gonna place top in Group B. You know, that was a long shot. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the pause button. I'm at 29:54.
Okay, I'm at 54.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And it's gonna be Firebase Krill here. Again, I'm wondering if this maybe should have been Kalash Teeth, but what was your thought picking this one?
No, I actually like Krill for Coalition, except for the carrier
stuff, yeah.
But besides that, I actually quite like it. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's just a standard LAV opener. It's decent on this map too. It's not as good as on, like, I don't know, Titan as we saw. Boneyard, if you micro well against that stupid hill, or like the hill that is just a flat area. Oh god, I get so tilted. But no, I actually don't mind this map for the LAV opener.
It's good for AVs too, for sure.
Yeah.
Phoenixio says it's a good turret map, so he's happy about that. Something kind of different here from A-Game though. Look at this, it's kind of vanilla style. He's got that second PC queued up before Skimmer Tech. So.
Yeah, I think he went for this in a training game. Like it's probably gonna be double PC skimmers, if I recall correctly.
I've done it a couple times too, but it seems a little bit weak. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it kind of needs to take you by surprise to work out, I would say.
It's sort of like an answer to LAV spam, right? Say like, hey, I'm just gonna spam skims harder, but...
Yeah, especially if you don't get the LAV assault pack, you could just lose all your LAVs.
Yeah, because then you
get that easily.
It's an interesting idea. I guess we'll see how it pans out here. He's kind of split a little bit awkwardly, actually. So these two PCs are going different ways, which I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, but I do see the first one, so at this point I still think it's AS. Because I think that's the more standard build, I would say. Well, I actually went for the light aggression variant here with only 6 LAVs. Into support cruiser.
You might have to build more though. You haven't started that yet, so.
I think I cancel it, or maybe already now I realized I can't go for it. What is my carrier doing? Oh my god.
Oh no. Houston's asking if we could drive on the Kartoba, but I think the technology just isn't there.
Yeah, that's just way too high tech, man.
Wouldn't it be cool, man? we should like code in a special case where like
I
LAVs
can.
can jump over the gap, you know?
Yeah, obviously here I see the double PCs, so I know what's up. I have AV tech on the way.
He's
Um,
gonna get this high ground though, so. But you've got
yeah,
the
I mean
boost. I mean, you're not gonna die to
I have
this.
to. What now?
You got the boost though, so you're not gonna die to this.
Yeah, I have to give him the high ground because it's like 13 on 8. Kind of feeding some skims here.
Yeah, this actually doesn't look great. And if he fights under the carrier, it's only gonna get worse here. Would love to see that carrier move in just a little bit here, but still, it's...
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, that turned out just fine. I mean, the key reason why this works, you gotta realize, is that the Gaussian player can build, like, faster than the Coalition player can when he's got 2 PCs. So, obviously, like, maybe he wants to trade like that, even if he goes out slightly less than even, but I think that was quite a bad trade, actually.
It's 5-3 so far, so that's still good for me, and should be AV's building now, I reckon.
And A-Game still doesn't have any tech, by the way, so, I mean, AVs are not quite the kingmakers that they used to be, right, when it comes to, like, StrikeCraft, but with this LAV blob here, the AVs are definitely going to be able to engage this, so...
Yeah.
A-Game's gonna have to give the ground here, although it's interesting where you're headed with this LAV blob. I'm not sure I get it.
I'm just keeping the NAT, keeping vision and presence on the NAT,
I
since
see,
the
I see.
AV and carrier will be on the main.
Saying, like, perhaps he goes around to the other side, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no tech for A-Game, so I agree. He's gonna be vulnerable to the AV counterattack now, which I'm sure is on the way. Wouldn't even dislike seeing Armor 1.
Yeah, but the thing is, I do have to start catching up in eco, because actually I thought he would have ref mode on the way already.
It seems too risky to me.
What now?
Seems too risky to me, right? Because you are going to lose fights when the AVs are there too. These skims just won't really be able to fight it, so... I do
think,
agree, like, AS
if he just keeps pumping skims, he can actually take the fight unless I really, really, really heavily commit. Because AVs aren't that tanky anymore.
I guess it's true,
so I think he could have defended with skims. It's just a bit risky, maybe, but I decided to go for the eco instead.
Pro strats be confused and swap plan 3 times in a row. That's
Wait,
funny.
does he cancel it?
He did, yeah, he canceled AS tech. He's got it on the way again now, but he's getting ref mode first.
Oh, nice. But yeah, now I'm in a pretty good spot. I didn't realize playing this game how good of a spot I was in. Actually, I thought he would use skimmers to defend and be a bit more greedy, actually. But I mean, he would be vulnerable, I guess, to the an AV push. But I think it's pretty risky for the Coalition player.
You know what I was
especially if you
actually
get
looking at here was like maybe he just sticks that AS tech, or maybe go rails. That's what I was thinking, but he might not have the money for it. And then actually just continue pushing. I don't know, but because like he didn't have to go to ref mode here necessarily. Especially because like when your opponent has got the AVs, I feel like going rails there, you might actually still be able to pull it off. It is risky though. It's not exactly A-Game style.
Oh, you mean keep pushing? No, you have to keep in mind he only had 4 CU salvagers on his main. It would have taken forever to...
Oh shoot, he didn't have any RU cells? Yeah, okay. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it would have taken... Because with this build you just get the RU for the PC, so it would take ages.
Heaps of time, as God Hates Swedes would say, maybe.
Yes.
But the BC fab, I'm seeing this now. Actually, it's already like halfway done, but that's kind of crazy. Very early timing on the BCs here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
I like it though, right?
Spicy.
I mean, just look how much of the map is red here, right? Like, A-Game's not going to push at all, so... And no, Descara has not scouted tech. He's just doing this blind, I suppose. But I like it. I mean, this is, it's bold.
I'm kind of fine being up against railguns and AS tech with BCs on this map actually. I tried to scout tech, but the carrier was on the natural, so I'm gonna rescout quite soon.
Negan wants to scout too, but even if he saw the carrier and BC tech had been done, he doesn't get a tell for that. So, but he knows
Yeah.
it's not air. I think. Actually, I'm not sure if he saw the carrier there.
Maybe not actually.
But I'm sure he's looking for that because, I mean, it's Descara. He always goes air, right?
Only 2 out of 3 games so far. Oh my god, my main is so exposed. Why don't I have vision here? That's really bad actually.
You tell me, man. I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah, but I'm moving
Negan
out
sees
over
it.
now at least.
Well, I don't know. These
Or
AEs
not.
are going in a weird way. Uh-oh.
Yeah, for some reason I probably thought my flank was covered, like vision-wise, but it was only the far flank, not that middle area. So yeah, this is pretty annoying, but get here in time at least.
South does
We
go
lose
to
some
2,
valor,
actually.
so that's pretty
3.
bad.
Ooh. And he's gotten 4 salves off that base. BCs
But
aren't
on
cheap
the other
here.
hand, he's kind of trapped here, so that's on the flip side.
Yeah,
He does
Agin's
get
calling
some
this
nice
not worth in
damage,
the
for
chat.
sure.
I mean, there's a lot of smoke, so we probably won't see any more salvages go down. The LEVs are here now.
But it does definitely slows the tempo down, but it's like 1700, 1800. It's probably gonna be 2000 to 1100 or something. CU's lost to 2200 to 1300. So yeah, not worth, I think, even though it does slow down the momentum.
Well, because it doesn't really slow it down in a way. You do, like, rebuild the salvagers, as you can see here, but, like, you're still moving out with the carriers, so...
Yeah, but it will slow down my production. It'll take quite some time, you know, for those elves to get back home.
Yeah, that's definitely
Disadvantage.
true. That's definitely true. All that
Disadvantage
Agin's
with
really
being
got,
out.
though, to deal with this BC now is, like, the one siege cruiser, right? Because, like, assault ships can kind of fight BCs, but not very well. He's only got, like, 4 of them.
He does have an EMP though, which is really good.
Oh. No, he doesn't have the tech yet, though. Oh, wait, no, he does. He does.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, grayed out because he was barraging. You can't EMP while you're barraging. Oh, he's got a second one now. Actually, oh my
Yeah, they do build quite fast. And even the passive fire does a lot of damage, so yeah, I realize I just have to get out. My flank should hopefully start moving in
Oh my
soon.
gosh, this BC might die, actually.
Yeah, it's a bad time. Siege is actually pretty good against the combat cruisers.
Yeah, it looks like it. I was surprised how much damage that did, but I suppose that EMP shell also really carries this, right? Because if you can just lock him down, then you can always get a lot of damage.
Yeah, but also the passive fire does a lot of damage.
Yeah, but like especially when you get locked down by that EMP, right?
Oh yeah.
Because then there's really no dodging it.
Kind of a gap in my defense, but doesn't look like A-Game will be able to capitalize.
Yeah, well, I guess he really did not like how it went last time, so...
Fair enough.
The barrage here from the siege, maybe? No, it looks like he cancels that. This BC is actually not getting healed by the carrier, by the way. This is a little bit awkward to see.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing this and getting quite tilted.
Yeah, well, happens, man.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, you've seen it now, so it's getting rotated there, but... It'll take a long time to heal up this BC, I suppose. But...
Yeah, and it's just kind of annoying just to have to rotate to even repair. But yeah, that's life.
You'll have
Okay,
that.
so another poke in here on the flank.
Fun fact, you know, the Savon carrier actually has healing beam thingies on it as well. They just don't do anything. They don't work in game.
Really? That's quaint.
That's why ConF is better. Yeah, because ConF Siege heals itself.
Okay,
disgusting
so
unit.
bit of a yellow here pushing in, but
Catches one heavy
there
railgun.
might be some potential.
There's still that EMP though. I'm nervous about this. I feel like this is kind of a recipe to lose a BC. And there's one pathing quite badly moving out of the carrier as well.
Yeah, just collision things, you know.
Are these collision things? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but the AV is actually finding a good angle here.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
even see where these
they're
guys came
not
from, but they're kind of
firing. Now they do. So that's kind of neat, but they are super weak. Still pretty good in units lost, pulling further ahead from me here.
like, if it can get these siege cruisers, then all of a sudden this works, right? Because the BCs will just like have a free reign to get in, but I don't know if they ever will.
Yeah, the EMP is really, really good.
Yeah. And even the carrier is starting to take some serious damage here. Siege is faster, so it can chase technically.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's quite a bit faster actually. Now again, actually, my backline is very exposed. I do have the vision, but I don't have the presence there.
Yeah, BC's shooting stuff. I saw that too.
I think that's worth, because I'm not gonna kill the siege at that point, so anything it can get on the way out.
But see, notice how Descara doesn't turn the BC until it's like not getting shot at. This is something that a lot of players I think could learn how to do. But yeah, you're right though. This backline is really exposed now. And you do have the vision, so you see it. But I mean, what are you gonna do about it? This is tough.
It's one of the issues of being aggressive, I guess.
Yeah, Coalition has all their protection in the front line in that case, so you can't build anything reactively, so...
Yeah. So,
firing gunship, that's kind of odd. I feel like you gotta cancel that. I don't see it really working, but... Look at this though, A-Game actually brings his skims back out, so he's not confident in just finishing it off right now.
I think he thought I had more AVs back there than I had. I'm with Moose on this one. But yeah,
well, I was just thinking, like, what if like all the eco gets killed here? You know what I mean? Then like fighter and gunship doesn't really do anything. But I can see that like if you can build these units, it's gonna be good, right?
Yeah, the siege, like they just absolutely obliterate these battle cruisers. So I start to realize I just need to get out of this tech ASAP.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a good point. A-Game's at 125 already. Holy moly.
What? 125?
Yeah, he's at like full pop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. He does have a lot of skimmers, which take up a fair bit compared to... I mean, because AVs take up the same pop and BCs don't take that much. But
Well,
yeah,
I think that
he's
siege is
out.
like 5 as well, but...
But yeah, he could actually be pushing, but it takes a long time to push with siege.
That's true, but I like this backstab hero, though. He doesn't really want to go for it again. Again, he's being very conservative with the skims here, I suppose, because he lost him last time.
I mean, by now I have armor free, so I think it's kind of fair.
That's true. That's true.
I think this BT is going to be relegated to backline defense.
The casual backline battle cruiser, you know, it's very common strat. Very common strat, you know. You see this all the time. A-Game's starting to float here as he can't spend any of this money. He's already at like full fleet capacity.
Yeah, that's true. You should
just throw the skins.
Really
I mean, what could go wrong?
I guess he really wants to trade, or.
What I do when I have too much fleet capacity is I just lose units on purpose. You know, I have actually done that. Like, I know that sounds like a joke, but sometimes you'll see me do that when I'm streaming. I'll be like, yeah, I should lose some units now, and I'll just like throw them in.
I mean, it's definitely a fair point. Like, if you're in a good spot, you want to trade out some pop cap.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the siege for it though. So. And Aiken has
No.
gotten that missile ship tech. It's just he couldn't build them right because he was fleet capped. So. At some point, you gotta take the L, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, siege cruisers can't retire. They can railguns retire. Assault ships can. Okay, take the L and retire the units there. Yeah, did you know that you can't retire railguns and you can't retire siege cruisers?
Wait, you can't?
No, you can't.
That's pretty funny.
I think there's a couple other units that are like that, but I think ACs you can't retire them. But I'm not totally sure. I don't remember.
But yeah, now up to full wing, so A-Game really needs to get up an AA block to be safe on the field.
Like they do in the campaign, right? Get an anti-air squad. He gets an artifact, by the way. This is gonna be nice. Plus that base runner is a little bit of anti-air.
It's not nothing.
But like you being on 3 artifacts is already kind of a big deal. And I wonder right now if you could just drive in, but it's definitely risky because there's still that siege and then the railguns too. But...
Yeah, the HR are just really good damage. Done with the siege EMP plus barrage. It's kind of a bad time.
In that case, you gotta do something, because A-Game's in a really nice position to... Well, he's got power 5 teching, by the way, but he's also he's in a nice position to keep extracting him. But okay, I guess the Strike Fighter's gonna take this.
I have a clear path from my the closest artifact to my extract.
That's true. I feel like the carrier's just kind of sitting here, though. Like, it needs to be a bit more active.
I don't know, I think I'm fine with this, because it's keeping this flank... Because the railguns can't push in onto the high ground. Like, the BCs will just die. There's one BC and the carrier. They can't fight pushing in, but they can keep that entire flank safe. I missed the pickup here.
Oh.
With the BR.
The walk of shame as you come back to grab it again.
Yeah.
Space Trooper heals good, actually, but I think this guy still goes down. Oh! Oh! It lives on like 50 HP, so you have to dive in again, which means Strike Fighter's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Oh, and a second missile ship gets a shot too. Oh. Oh, okay, but the Strike Fighter lives on 8 HP there.
Yeah, and this BR will go down to the skim, so that's
look at this though on the carrier. The triple bomber and the BCs. I don't care about that base anymore. This could be a kill, right?
Oh.
Your lips are sealed, I guess, eh?
But yeah, some serious damage, down to 35.
He's fast, though. I think he'll probably get out of this.
Yeah.
Man, if you had the nuke, though, I think you would have just killed him there.
Yeah, but that's a long ways off with this much tech.
That's true. And going into assault cruisers now as well, so it's gonna slow things down a bit.
Yeah, I'm actually headed for architect more than ACs, because I feel like ACs also kind of struggle with siege when they're a bit better, because they can boost. Yeah.
This is painful though. One BC's gone down already, but the second one will fall too, just for one siege. It's not very good.
I think it'll go up to 2 siege here, but hopefully.
Yeah, for sure though, the BCs needed to split there and try and avoid getting hit by that. Oh gosh, this missile ship barrage is going to be crazy too if it lands on the AVs.
But I don't know, I think BC's just kind of auto-die, surely. I should have split them, but I think they were pretty toast.
Yeah, well I agree, their time is kind of passed a little bit. I mean, with the gunship, I like this. Negan's not really reacting.
I'm just using all the air spots or slots in the hangar.
Yeah, I might as well. Right? AVs do get denied though, so it looks like a lot of that damage won't really be capitalized on.
Yeah, and I'm pulling behind here now in resources lost, especially on our use with the air.
Yeah. Oh my. I mean, I think like having to dive in on that base spinner was a big deal too. Like that just barely didn't get killed. That was quite sad.
Yeah, that was quite annoying. And yeah, my main is obviously mined out, but you can't see that.
Yeah, because replays are janky, you know. But that's fine. Power 3 coming up, but again, like, these techs are very expensive, right? So it's gonna be probably a long time before you get to that nuke.
Mm.
And A-Game has a clear path to extract one of these artifacts, which is up. I don't think you can stop him. I think maybe he hasn't picked it up, though, because it would just alert you to come in with the bombers. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I think he just doesn't...
Just hasn't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah. So here I decide to YOLO on the AA. The bombers didn't focus fire the AAA. So that's a bit of a shame.
Oh, is this bomber gonna die, actually? No, not quite. Oh, I spoke too soon. The caster curse, man. I shouldn't have done it. I'm worried about this gunship, too. I mean, it's actually pretty close to going down itself, but it'll probably be okay. I don't think that missile ship is ever gonna get in range.
Oops. Yeah, bleeding some strike fighters here. It's kind of chaos with 3 different kinds of there.
Yeah, but it's tough because if you lose any more strike fighters, right, I mean, like, you pretty much can't rebuild them anymore. It's starting to get to that time.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty low on RUs at this point.
You know, Shrike, that's a good question. I feel like interceptors would be good here, actually. Because, again, A-Game's been floating quite a bit this whole game. But he might have been saving up for Power 6. He's got just the right amount of money for it, which is a pretty good tech, of course. So, yeah, it looks like that's what he's going for.
Yeah, interceptors could probably do quite well, I think.
5 minutes on the clock here. I'm starting to wonder if this is going to be impactful. See these AVs going out to deny the artifact, and A-Game sees it, so he can't move out just yet. But you do have that lead on the scoreline. It's 3-1 here.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat advantage. And yeah, I agree on this map. Overall, I think missile battery is fine. And sniping another there.
The siege is here, gonna barrage for the AVs, but this space splinter can go down for sure.
Yeah, right now I've really got my eyes set on that scoreline. Bleeding a few strike fighters for it, but it does.
It's another base
at least.
Though, right?
Well, I think we get a nice bomb here.
Oh, yeah, it took out 2 of the siege crews. Nearly got the next one too. Strike fighters can finish the job.
Yeah, that was a money bomb.
Being a strike fighter, that's unfortunate. You know what though? This space spinner is actually an acolyte, which gives him +10 speed. That's gonna be impactful. He's cutting it to the extraction zone, and if he can just build like one more, he actually if he can just build one more and grab the artifact, he'll at least tie it up, right? To where if the timer runs out, it won't end the game.
Man, now we're actually equalized in CUs. Okay, I pulled a bit behind there again. Still behind on RUs for me because of all the air spam.
This is dangerous though. You really can't fight his carrier here, right? So.
No. I can with the BCs, I think, but not if I move further in, which I do because I guess YOLO.
Yeah, there's another siege cruise here, and you killed all of them, but he built one more. But I mean, even these BCs, they will die to the carrier. Like, if A-Game has got enough time to fight it, it's risky, right? Because you do take a lot of damage that way. Okay, here's the nuke though. We've been waiting for this for a while.
Yeah, it's not great.
Okay, the bomber is coming in for the railguns here. It's actually going for the assault railguns.
Yeah, I think I'm probably playing Matt from the attack map.
Well, it gets the heavies too, though, so this is good.
And this puts me ahead in units lost.
Artillery finally came out, nice. It's got the precision barrage on the carrier, just doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh dear. This might actually turn out pretty badly for A-Game.
There's only one BC powering left, up speed now, though.
He's zooming alright. Speed racer, really. And that BC it's never gonna catch him, so A-Game's not gonna die here, but what's he gonna lose? Because like for sure this siege cruiser and probably the other one too are gonna go down now.
It's a pretty good fight for me. I'm quite a bit ahead on CUs now, and still slightly behind on RUs, of course. But I think I wanted to get the carrier kill, but yeah, would have bled too much. I think I already bled quite enough.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he lost way more, I'm sure, in that fight. I mean, he's got nothing left. There's like one siege cruiser and a couple of missile ships, right?
Yeah, this fight was
shoot, you've got an artifact picked up too? What is this? Oh. That's actually crushing, I didn't realize.
4-2.
Yeah, that makes all the difference. Because even if AGame can build one, which he's building a base spinner and there's an artifact spawning right next to him here, but... That's going to be the nail in the coffin, though. Because now, unless he can extract one in the next minute and a half, I don't even know if that's possible.
I mean, he just needs to grab 2.
Well, if you grab 2, you'll still get clocked here, I think. Unless the scoreline is like... Because like any number of artifacts in hand just counts as 1 for the score.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is where I try and dive on the carrier. It's close, but
Oh yeah, with the bombers. Oh, it's really close.
Not
full
worth.
power and healing though, he'll get out of this, I'm sure. Oh, but the barrage on the base spinner. Okay, he grabs the artifact but the BC is gonna slap him down. Oh no. I mean, what could he do? That was just like a total desperado, right?
Yeah.
Bomber goes down there, but I mean, at this point, all you need to do is just not die for 30 seconds. It's not gonna be too
Yeah, I think even I can manage that.
Even I can manage that.
So yeah, strange, really strange game.
Yeah, but it was great. This one was crazy. It was very back and forth. I mean, I thought for sure when the BCs first came out, you were just gonna win, and then at some point I thought for sure AGame was just gonna win, you know?
Yeah.
Sudden death. Yeah,
I want to point out that at no point I had railgun tech in this game.
Yeah, railguns are
no
for
railgun.
sissies, right? You don't need them.
What now? No. But yeah, I was behind on mining there. I was also a bit lazy. I think I pulled off my main on RU mining a bit early. Because I didn't want to have to keep it safe.
Better than nuke. Oh gosh. Not another one of these.
I mean, I will say I think it's rather strong versus cruisers.
Yeah, because of that EMP, right?
Yeah, and generally the coalition cruisers are quite slow.
Especially if you get caught like rotating and you're standing still for so long.
Wait, is this the wrong replay?
Torin, right? Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Ace
somehow.
Match. Ace match.
Yes.
I'm excited. This is gonna come down to the wire here.
Somehow I copied the wrong replays like 3 times.
I can send it to you on Discord here real quick.
No, I found it now.
Okay, good.
What? What is? No, I won that game.
Well, if we're in the ace match, he definitely didn't lose that. Yeah, he won. So the scoreline's 2-2. They're tied up. This is for all the marbles.
Yes.
The JC10 finalist to be determined.
Yes. All right, I'm loaded in, and on 29:55.
Cool. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah, he was one ahead, Phoenix. It was 2-1, and then I won Krill, and it was 2-2. And now it's the ace match, game 5. So I think probably gonna be LAV push from me. No, it's support cruiser first.
5 up, yeah. Look at this. This is that build that you did on Bone Marrow.
Yeah,
well, no, because you've got 2 on.
No, it is. It is. because you need to mine a bit more RUs at the start and then switch them back over. See the drop off there, and
Oh,
now I
right,
should
right.
switch
I was
them
looking
back.
at AGameAnx resources. I thought you were going over.
So yeah, it's sport cruiser production LAV tech. It's really wonky, but I think it has potential. It just needs polish, like the follow-ups and everything.
For A Game, I
Um,
suppose this is going to be a Assault Ship Rush here. Yeah, well, he's got the tech started there. He's actually dropped all
yes.
the guys away from RUs onto CUs here for long distance mining off the second base.
I think that's a good call, like the ones built from the carrier.
Yeah.
Words.
Well, the
Uh,
tech for the armor actually is pretty expensive, but I guess he's just saying like I really need like a couple skims as well, and then Fleet Cap 45 is going to be an issue at some point too. So,
I think it works out quite nicely.
but I gotta say, I feel like this is a good. I feel like this is a
No,
very good like map to go for more like just expansive kind of greed. You know, I mean, obviously A Game is rushing, so maybe he's thinking the same thing, but.
uh,
Especially because Eris is here.
what code is saying on a lot of maps, LAVs do surprisingly well against
The
AS.
shade
It
here.
kind of depends on the map and the positioning a lot. I think I'm going for a rail response on this map, so I'm gonna rotate my siege support cruiser around.
Oh, see, that's why we should call it SPC, right? He got confused.
Oh my lord.
No,
Tilted.
never.
But yeah, I do see it's AS, so I decide to use the carrier.
Probably a wise move. I mean, obviously that carrier block is just... It totally takes the legs out of AS if you can get it right. It's not easy to pull
Yeah.
off, but... Always good to have that option. And I mean, honestly, like, when you have the AS here, it's often just too risky to dive the carrier at all, so...
Yeah. I think I need to be a bit more aggressive. I think it's because I want to produce railguns, and it's a little bit risky doing it too close to the AS. But the risk with any AS push is that you'll get behind economically. So I think I really need to reestablish my mining as soon as possible.
Because he's already got ref mode started, right? And this is definitely what he wants to do, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point. Like, since when are you saying, you know, AS push feels bad on Torrent Crater, right? But obviously, like, it's got to do with where the spawns were. So yeah, AS is definitely not so much of a no-brainer on this map as it used to be. Ref mode's done now. A Game actually, it's got a bit of an inefficiency as the salvos are going to go all the way back to the carrier here. But...
Yeah. I'm actually looking at this now, and if I got a salt pack, because I mean, A Game has me in the dark here.
Yeah.
If I got a salt pack and move my railguns up, I could kill these two AS.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they struggle with LAVs when they're up close, and if you get even like, I don't know, 2 shots in with railguns.
Well, and in fact, railguns are faster than assault ships, which is kind of interesting.
Ooh.
So, only by 1. I mean, it's not like a big difference, right?
Yeah, okay, that's not too impactful.
Yeah, but what I mean to say, though, is like if they get a shot off, you know, these assault ships can't get away unless they can use terrain, so... Which they can. I mean, there's a lot to be used on this map, but...
I'm actually looking at this now, or... yeah, I think I thought I was in a better spot than I was economically, because A Game committed so little, and I got 8 LAVs and 2 railguns. I was expecting a heavier commitment, which is kind of a big issue, because I wasn't able to like tell how little he committed, and if I did, I could have possibly died on those 2 AS when they were alone. Now they're just gonna sit in this god-awful spot I hate.
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, it's very good positioning. It's just super annoying to try to weed out, right?
yeah. To be fair, I think I could be more aggressive here, even with free skims here. Um, yeah, I think not getting a assault pack. I mean, I go for the air, but not getting the assault pack is a really big mistake. Because that would have allowed me to dive on this and just read this out way earlier. Yeah, with this build, you recycle the base runner.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
interesting. I feel like raiding is such a good tech for Galzian to just like be able to control the field better, but like Assault Pack allows so many tactics, right? Like you can make like unit interactions change actually pretty drastically by getting that tech.
mm,
Anytime that
yeah.
LEVs are like core to your build here.
And the only reason I'm going air here is because I had that kind of bad read on the game state. Thought I was more ahead, and I'm actually, or I thought I was even ahead in mining, but I'm actually behind in mining. Um, and the only reason I decide to go for it is because I think that I have potential to outbuild him, but he's already up to 4, going on 5 interceptors.
And he saw you there too, so he knows that that's what's going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, Moose says it as well. Watching my stream, he thought I was ahead, and this is the really tricky bit with any AS pushes, or like especially the two PC variants in vanilla and on earlier iterations of Jaraci. It's like really easy to over defend
Yeah.
and fall behind. Back then to a double expand with the two PCs, but here just ref mode into PC. Um, yeah, it's really rough. You really need to. It's a really delicate balancing act.
Yeah, and the reason why it's so easy to over defend is because if you under defend, you just straight up die. I mean, we saw that on
Yeah.
Canyon, I guess, in a sense. But,
Yeah.
so,
Bad times on Canyon.
yeah. You know, to be fair though, you were mentioning like maybe you can outbuild him here. You are actually getting there. I mean, he's got 6 and you have 8 now, but
Yeah, 8
obviously
going on
interceptors
9.
still trade pretty well against strike fighters in the air, and he does have afterburner as well, which is quite important to that facet of the interceptors. So.
Yeah, I really love. I really love the interceptors with afterburners. Like it's so hard to hit with SF, and it makes them so much better against LAVs as well. And yeah, I think I get a bit cocky here going in.
Yeah, this is very risky. Oh, you want the PC? Oh no. That's quite a bad move, I'd say. So the strike fighters are gonna flip target. They are engaging the interceptors, but.
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, it's always kind of hard to tell what's going on in these fights. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, you expect the Galcian player to get ahead here.
We're I'm a slight bit behind, but the big problem is this AS flank. I really don't have anything for this.
Well, the 2 rails, to be fair, but yeah, the LAVs are not here, so they have the boost.
And the rail can't really deny, like the AS can just pop behind the Dune.
Yeah. And that Dune is so well placed, too. It's just the AS will always be behind that.
Yeah, this is just a really bad time.
Yeah, the interceptor is even bothering this this base runner here, although it can't totally kill it, of course. But it's gonna try for it. I think it dies for it.
And now I'm beating LAVs. And not mining off my third. Yeah, this is looking pretty game. Pretty game.
Pretty game. GG, easy, man. No re. You do have more air than him again, but we saw that win last time. I mean, if A-Game is able to trade, like, he's got 6 air and you've got 9 and you both end up with 2 in the end, he's obviously winning on money as well, so...
Yeah, and even if I win the air fight, there's... and I'm not kidding, 13 assault ships out. Well, 11 now, I guess.
Yeah, some of them are going down here, but this is very, very rough. He's able to kind of push in on all the flanks at the same time here. It'd be cool if he could get these like railguns, but there's no way he can do that. He's gotta focus on killing the air.
This is bad times all around.
Oh, strike fighters. Strike fighters don't do very well against interceptors. You saw it there. I mean, he just couldn't shoot that interceptor.
Yeah. So this is a bit of a bummer of the game. It's kind of down to the difficulty of reading the game stage after an AS rush or push. But yeah, I think I GG here. Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, it led you to go for that like air commit, which really didn't work out, and just generally think you were ahead, I suppose.
Yeah, because if you are ahead, I think it can work. Like, let's say it's, I don't know, 8 against 3 or something. Then that's a lot better. But
Yeah.
8 or 9 against 6, yeah, that's gonna be
The
a bad
afterburner and
time.
everything, yeah. Well, one thing I think A-Game did really well, though, there's a bit of nuance to this, is like, we haven't really been going for... Like, he's been doing, like, generally get Fleet Cap 45 and just keep building assault ships, right, and continue the push. But this time he didn't, yeah, I think anyway, he got ref mode before he started Fleet Cap 45, so... That's like, that's kind of the old school way of doing this AS push here, and you get back to eco really, really fast. But it doesn't look like it, because we're so used to seeing these Fleet Cap 45 AS pushes, so...
I'm trying to think. That should be possible. Yeah, it should be possible to fit that on the first one.
Because I think he had 8 cells. Then he had like the PC's 5, obviously, and he had like 2 skims and 2 S. Yeah, I think he can fit that in 25.
But also, not to be too salty, but one thing I feel about like Coalition currently is like I didn't feel confident playing any standard games, like a straight up AV Rails game, which is part of why all these wonky builds came out.
Yeah, because he kept trying to do
really...
something new, right? Like something to catch him off guard.
Yeah, but it didn't really quite work out. I guess Titan was in a way a bit more standard, you know, AV rail, but it was still the air that made it work. Because I think if it kept being AV rail with range calibration and an HDC, yeah, that would have been brutal. So yeah, it's pretty tough. But
it was a good series, man. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, Game 4 was a lot of fun to play as well.
Yeah, that just got insane in the end, you know, it's totally messy. I love it when the games get messy like that. It's hard to cast. Like game 1 with all the air sniping the BRs like that, but it's very fun to watch.
That was also chaotic.
Well, it looks like once again A-Game will be in the finals of JC10 then. And I guess we'll move down to Semifinals B, where we'll find out who his opponent is going to be. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let's move on to the next one.